Hey friends, so I just wanted to sit down today and talk to you about 10 secrets about SEO that I wish I would have known sooner. Because I know that SEO is one of those things that can honestly feel super intimidating, or a lot of people talk about it, and I know I'm guilty of this too, but a lot of people talk about it in ways that are just they're so far over our heads as online entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs of any kind. I cannot even tell you how many hours and hours and hours I've spent learning about SEO, reading about SEO, watching videos about SEO and all things analytics and those kind of things. And so much of it, 99% of it, is just overwhelming. It's just on this level of nerdiness that I am not that Urkel. Okay. I'm not that Urkel level of nerdiness. Thank God for people who are, but that's just not me. And so I think I really and truly avoided learning about SEO and learning how to optimize SEO for far too long. And I don't want you to make those same mistakes, because as I'll talk about a little bit more in depth, you can have the best product, the best website, the best, offer, but if you can't get found organically, eventually you're going to just be constantly spinning your wheels, producing social media content, pushing to your friends and family, doing all of these things to sell your stuff, which is necessary, right? That's important. But at the same time, eventually your website should be working for you. Your SEO should be on point, and people should be able to find you when they type in the thing that it is that you offer. So please grab a pen and paper. I'm going to get you some just good and encouraging SEO secrets in this episode, things that I wish I would have known sooner, that when you take this and you apply it, it's going to help your business grow faster and you can learn from my mistakes. So buckle up, pals. Hey there, fellow entrepreneur. Welcome to Simple SEO and Marketing with me, Faith Hannon. Do you want to grow your business with organic marketing and finally feel like you can understand SEO? Are you scouring the internet for how to get more website traffic, SEO for dummies, and how to market on Pinterest? Have you tried to grow your business with SEO and blogging only to get frustrated and quit because it's overwhelming and too time consuming? Been there. Hey, I'm Faith Hannon, Jesus lover, copywriter, blogger, wife, wrangler of tiny humans, and barrel racer. And let me tell you, I didn't have time to waste sorting through SEO and keyword strategies that either didn't work or were so over my head I couldn't understand them. I honestly thought that SEO and blogging only worked for people with a PhD in tech jargon and a whole team of employees, until I learned these secrets. Good SEO strategies don't have to be complicated, and creating and marketing great content doesn't have to take more than a couple hours a week total. So pop in those earbuds, slam some coffee, and let's grow your business with simple organic marketing and a healthy dose of biblical encouragement along the way. Okay, so just a little bit more backstory about me and blogging and websites and all that. So I think I had just had my daughter. And she was not very old. She was born in May, and I think I started my first blog in that following August or September. And I'd had this thing on my heart for a while to just write about faith, growing things like spiritual development and personal development and health and hiking in the wilderness and mountains and hunting. In hindsight, Faith Elaine, that's a lot of things, right? But I'm a writer. I have a minor in English, so the writing part of blogging was ain't no thing. I enjoyed it. But I'd had this thing on my heart to start this website, start this blog. So I felt like I was supposed to. God told me to do it, so I did it. And I'm not saying that I made a mistake in doing that. I was being obedient. But I wish that I would have had the clarity that I have now. I wish that I would have had, the SEO knowledge that I have now. But then again, you get those things through experience, but whatever. But just background, I didn't jump into SEO right away. I just wrote blogs to help people. I wrote blogs to help people know Jesus better. I wrote blogs to help people live healthier, all of which is, highly valuable content, but like it was never going to get found. And if you take nothing away from today's episode except this, I want you to take this away. SEO matters. You can have the coolest site with the best content ever. You can have the neatest offer, be the most helpful coach in the whole wide world. But if you can't get found, then you're not ever going to be able to help anybody. And somebody actually asked me how I got into SEO the other day. And I basically told them because I was creating some really awesome stuff for myself and some really awesome stuff for clients, and it wasn't getting found because the SEO sucked. So I just started digging into SEO and realized, oh, okay, if I learn this and I apply this, it's really going to help me and my clients help more people. Okay. So the number 2 secret that I wish I would have known sooner about SEO is that SEO is a black hole. You could literally get lost in the black hole of SEO research, learning about SEO, learning about Google and its algorithm and how it crawls sites and indexes sites and all that. You could get lost in that black hole and never come back. Seriously. It is massively overwhelming at first, which is why I think it took me so long. And it takes other people so long, / they just never learn it, because SEO really is a black hole and it's overwhelming at first. But just know that when you start learning, absolutely give yourself more grace than you're prepared to give yourself, because it's not, and I don't want to say it's a hard thing to learn because it's not super complicated, but most people out there teaching SEO are teaching it in so just way above what normal people think, normal people thinking that it makes it way harder to learn SEO than it really should. And don't put too much pressure on yourself to get your SEO perfect. The very second you start your website, the very second that you start your business, the more you learn about your audience and the more you learn about your business and the more you learn about SEO, you're going to want to fine tune things later anyway. I'm not saying don't do your research. Do your research, get your keywords as good as you can get them, get your SEO as good as you can get it. But just know that in 6 months, you're probably going to want to make some changes because you know more about your audience, you know more about your business. Okay, the third secret about SEO that I wish I would have known, I really wish I would have known, is that good SEO and having good SEO is a much better long-term investment of your time and your money than trying to keep up with all the social media trends. Now, I'm not complete haterade of social media. I enjoy Instagram sometimes. I've made friends there. I use it as part of my marketing strategy. But the changes made to good SEO practices are much less drastic than some of the changes on the algorithms of social media platforms. So SEO makes Google Analytics and Google, which is the main form of search engine optimization out there, Google makes changes to how they index sites, but they're little bitty tiny incremental changes usually. And they're almost always in favor of just providing a better user experience and providing solutions, right? It's not like you have, on Instagram, you have to learn an entire new way of producing content. We had to go from static posts with perfectly edited pictures to now we have to make dancing reels, pointing and use the exact right sounds if we want to get seen, right? The good SEO practices and learning about SEO is a much better long-term investment of your time because time is money, right? It's much better to have good SEO than a baller social media strategy. And then the number 4 thing that I wish I had known that I want to encourage you with is this. Once you have a basic understanding of SEO, it really does get easier. My friend Megan calls it getting over the hump in learning about anything. And it's it's really hard at first and you're going uphill. But then once you get over that hump, it's oh, okay, this makes sense. And I really think that that's true for SEO. I literally have budgeted into my time every week that I'm going to learn more about SEO every week. That's part of my workflow and my plan, ideally. And I know that I'm going to be learning more. I know there's always more to learn, But I also know that, okay, I have a basic understanding, like I can take these principles and I can apply them because I've come over that hump of learning about SEO. So if you're just like barely getting started learning about optimizing your website and keywords and search SEO, search engine stuff, like know that it really does get easier, okay? And the number 5 secret is good SEO is not the only thing that you can be focused on. So I know I just said that SEO is important, but like ultimately, you are in business for people. You are in business to serve people with what you're good at and be a blessing to them and to the kingdom of God. And robot sounding websites are dumb. Like nobody likes to read a robot sounding website. And you can do all the work in the world to get your website to pop up in a Google search. And you can do all the work in the world to get, good SEO. But if ultimately your website and the words on your website and your marketing isn't speaking to people and people's needs and serving people, then you're missing the point, because your SEO and all that is mostly just to get you found. You still need to speak to people. You don't need to sound like a robot. You need to sound like a person, a kind person talking to your person, okay? So go back and listen to episode 10 of this podcast for tips to write SEO-friendly website copy, which is just the words on your website designed to sell without sounding like a robot. Okay, number 6. A few simple SEO changes to your website, blog, and podcast really can make a huge difference. So back when I first realized that I needed to write SEO-friendly blogs, I was like, no, please, no, because I'm a writer by nature. I love to read. I love well-written things. I like to write, and I enjoy writing. I enjoy the creative process. I enjoy the convincing. I enjoy the research. Like I like writing. And I thought that by having to kind of change my writing a little bit to write SEO-friendly content, I was going to just take all the fun out of it, take all the personality out of it, and then just sound like this robotic weirdo on my blog. But really, I figured out that just by including a few good keywords, the right keywords for my overall content strategy and for that particular piece of content, I realized that just by including the right keywords in my title and then strategically in my headings and a few other places, it really can make a big difference without compromising the writing quality a lot. Now, I say a lot because there's sometimes that I have to phrase something to be more SEO friendly than, if I was just writing for myself or writing for fun, I wouldn't phrase it like that. But again, like if you don't get found, you can't help anybody, okay? And just this little side note tip for you here. One of my favorite things about Showit is that they use WordPress. And WordPress has even the free version of Yoast. It's just a plugin that you can add onto your blog. And it's actually already loaded on the WordPress blog with Showit. And you just have to activate it. Even the free version is phenomenal. And if you follow the prompts within Yoast, it will help you write better keyword-rich blogs. Okay? Hey friend, real quick. I know you're trying to grow this online business, but it feels like it's not really going anywhere. Did you know that we could fix the back end of your business so that you could have some great SEO? Did you know that we could really nail down your keywords and make a few simple changes to your website and keyword strategy, and that you could actually grow faster with less time spent on content creation? Did you know that was an option for you? If that's you, head on over to faithhannon.com/coaching or click the link in the show notes right now. In just 1 hour of your time, we'll nail down the exact right keywords for you and get you a keyword strategy so that you know you're doing the right thing to improve your SEO and make your website start doing its job. Book your zero obligation discovery call right now, and we'll sit down over coffee and just chat about growing your online business. Spots are limited, and I cannot wait to help you finally get the breakthrough you've been waiting for with simple SEO and marketing. Okay, and number 7, sorry guys, but Google Analytics is just dumb. It's just dumb. So if you like hate looking at your analytics and you're like, why is this set up so weird? Like, know that you're not alone. Like, it is so dumb. And for something, I'm just going to go on a little bit of a rant here because I feel like you're with me on this. For something that has probably had a bajillion dollars poured into it and so many smart people and so much research and so much blah, 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 like it really should be way, way, way more user friendly. Now, I know that it's free, right? We're not paying for it. So I shouldn't complain too much, but I just hate it. I hate how it's set up. I hate how you have to like dig for like more usable data. It's dumb. So if you feel like you want to, I don't know, bang your head against a wall when you check your Google Analytics every month, or if you would rather run a marathon uphill in the snow than set up your Google Analytics 4, like I feel that in my bones. I feel it in my soul, y'all. But yeah, it just is what it is. And I'm sorry. I wish there was something out there that was like better than Google Analytics and free and still gave you all of the insights that you can get with analytics. But to my knowledge, there's not. Ubersuggest is pretty darn good as far as like telling you like what you need to fix and what you're getting traffic for. But not everybody has $300 to throw at something. I understand that. So it's okay. Just know that everybody hates Google Analytics and you're not alone. And maybe you can have like a I hate Google Analytics party with your friends every month when you check yours. I don't know. If you figure out how to make it not suck, please tell me. Okay, now number 8. The number 8 secret that I wish I knew about SEO a long time ago is that most people are going to describe and teach SEO with like Steve Urkel level nerdiness and get used to it. But also I work really hard to not duplicate this. So let me give you a story. I was doing some Google Analytics backend stuff for a client and just setting some stuff up for her. I don't do that on the reg, so please don't call me for that. And I read and watched hours and hours and hours of videos to get a working understanding of a few what should have been very simple terms. When it dawned on me that like all of this stuff, all of the training on SEO out there that I found, almost all of it, is created by people who don't use normal people words. God bless them. They're all super duper smart, right? But like they don't use words that normal people understand. I'm raising my hand over here because I have to think hard. And I'm not dumb. It's just not, all of this stuff is not created for people who don't live in that world, right? But it's also made me super excited to teach SEO in a simple, understandable way to other entrepreneurs on a level that they can understand, because you shouldn't have to have a Harvard business degree to understand what SEO is and how to make your site get found. Okay. Now, number 9, this one's more fun, I promise. SEO can actually be kind of fun in a like beat the system kind of way, because when you learn what keywords to use, how to find the right keywords for you and your business, where to put those keywords, how to have a good keyword strategy, it actually feels like beating the system, which I know is like, I don't know how nerdy that is, but whatever. Because it's cool to understand that you can use a few simple hacks, a few things that aren't like crazy difficult to help your content and your website get found by the right people. Now, if you are like, Faith, I don't know what any of this is for my business and I ain't got time for that, please, please, please go ahead and book a discovery call or just jump straight into a coaching call with me, and I will help you nail down your keywords, the exact right keywords that you need to be going for in your business right now. And I'll give you the plan of where to put them. And then you'll have a strategy, a keyword strategy, an SEO strategy that will help you move forward and start implementing all of these things that I'm teaching, okay? So if you're just like, I'm not sure, book a discovery call with me. We'll sit down for like 15 minutes, chat about what you need. I'll be honest if I can help you with it or not. And if you're like, Faith, it's me, sign me up, go ahead and just book a coaching call and let's get her done. Okay. The link for all of that is in my description. So, and the number 10 thing that I wish I knew about SEO is when you nail down your SEO and have a really great keyword strategy and you work the plan consistently, you're going to be able to help more people with what you're great at. Because I know that you probably didn't get into business so that you could spend all your time learning about SEO and keywords and blogging and all of that stuff. You got into business to help people with what you're great at. But when you don't get found, you can't help those people. So just know in the back of your mind that as you're learning about this stuff, as you're implementing the SEO and blogging and keyword strategies that I'm going to teach you, this is ultimately going to help you help more people with what you're great at and use your God-given gifts to bless people and be a blessing to your family and a blessing to the kingdom. So keep that in mind because I know it can feel really overwhelming, okay? So I'm just going to pray over you real quick and then let you go, and y'all can just go Google your little heart out on the best SEO keywords, or Uber suggest your little heart out on the best SEO keywords, or just message me and I'll get it figured out for you. All right. Well, Lord, I pray that you would bless them and keep them, that you would make your face shine upon them. Lord, that you would give them supernatural wisdom and supernatural strategies from heaven on what keywords to use, on what phrases to use, on what, SEO strategy to use to get their content and get their business out in front of the right people. I ask that you would bless their content, Lord, get it in front of the right people at the right time, Lord, so that the people who need their help would find them and that you would connect them and you would bless them and they would be a blessing to others. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. Well, we'll chat with you next time and you'll have a great, great rest of your week. Bye. Thank you so much for listening in today. It means the world that you tuned in. Hopefully this episode inspired you, challenged you, and left you feeling like you really can do the thing that God has called you to do, even if you need it out first. If it did, can I ask you a couple favors? Would you please subscribe so you don't miss a thing? Share this episode with a friend that might benefit from it, and then just take 30 seconds and go leave a written review on Apple Podcasts. Not only will it bless my socks off to know that this is helping you, but it will help spread this message to more Jesus-loving entrepreneurs. Connect with me over on Instagram at Faith Hannon and find out about all the things, courses, coaching, and copywriting on my website, faithhannon.com. Until next time, God bless, and I'll talk to you soon.